Oh my goodness, what's happening, everybody? Monday morning. How was your weekend? What did you get up to this weekend? What are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? I hope you had a fine one. My name is your Pal Hal. That's my given name. First name, your, middle name, Pal, last name, Hal. Just kidding. My name is Hal Rudnick, and I am your Pal Hal. We're here on the Your Pal Hal Show. Simon, good to see you. Good to see you. Got some of the regular crew joining us. Good to see some folks. I am just trying to modulate my skin tone against this green screen. Figuring it out. Figuring it out. Should I do a live white balance? Bam. I didn't even wait for an answer. I just did it. Just do it. You know what? Making it happen. Doing it live. Just like, to paraphrase Bill O'Reilly, bleep it, we'll do it live. There you go. Travis, I'll have to ask you, but my coloring, why am I looking like a greenish? All right. Folks, very happy to have, oh, there we go. That's it. A little adjustment there. Boom. Rob Schaefer in the house, my good friend. Oh, we'll talk about Rob Schaefer. Rob, my heart breaks for you. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope your Monday is off to an amazing start, your week. You might be a Garfield. Are you, do you hate Mondays? That's fine. Listen, whether you love Mondays or hate them, darn glad to have you right here with us. And what's going to be going on today on the next 2 hours during this 2-hour pleasure cruise? News, pop culture, movies, trending topics, and there will be a healthy dose of antics, goofs, gags, nonsense, shenanigans, hijinks. Oh yes, we're gonna have all that, and we're gonna talk a little bit about we have a Your Pal Hal Backchannel fantasy baseball league. We had our draft over the weekend, and yeah, my good friend Rob Schaefer was. There were technical difficulties. We had issues, and we tried to do triage the last minute. It broke my heart because Rob Schaefer is the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal Show, and I've said it before. I will say it again, folks. If you find yourself in Omaha, Nebraska, or the greater Nebraska, Omaha area, and you run afoul of the law, whatever it is you did you get caught spray painting your name on the side of a building, doing a little graffiti? Did you shoplift? Did you have a couple of drinks, get behind the wheel? Don't do that, folks. You don't want to be like our friend Harry T. Rex, the drunk driving dinosaur. Whatever it is you did things get out of hand at a bar? Some guy bumped into you and you just decided to stab a guy. I don't know. I'm not condoning any of this behavior. But if things got out of hand in Omaha, Nebraska, and you are in legal hot water, you've got one phone call, and that you're going to want that phone call to be to one man and one man only. I'm talking about none other than the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal Show, Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Attorney at law. Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. I'm
Yeah, no,
talking about.
I did it.
Oh, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't. Did not. Did not.
This happened last time too. I don't know what's different all of a sudden. Hold on.
I heard myself say law.
Yeah?
There it is. That translated.
What the heck?
Oh, you know what's been happening lately a little bit, Travis? Producer Travis, welcome to the party.
Hello.
Oh, your friend and mine. He's got his hands firmly yet gently on the controls.
Oh yeah, real Fabergé egg stuff going on.
Oh yeah, like you know how to handle the controls.
Oh,
so, lately, when you pop up like this, there's a little bit of a delay. I've noticed in your like throughout, like you'll pop up and your mouth will be moving, and then we'll hear the words, and then you'll get on track. So I don't know if we want to suss that out later or FYI, my friend.
All right. Keep that in mind.
But yeah, Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue with that. Good to see folks in the chat here. S-Free. Oh, Travis, you're here. Let's stick around.
I didn't want to mess up your whole thing. You got to do the whole engagement, whatever. Just didn't mean to pop in and screw your whole flow up.
You know what? You improved my flow, Travis. Wow. We had our fantasy baseball draft over the weekend, and it is 11/11 right now. Everybody, go ahead and make a wish. It's 11/11. Thank you, Simon. All right, I made my wish. So remember, international, intergalactic wish rules apply. Whether you are wishing on a wishing well, wishing on a birthday candle, wishing on a shooting star, or wishing at 11/11, do not tell your wish to anyone. Otherwise, your wish won't come true. Travis, would you tell me your wish?
Not a chance.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you don't want that wish to get snuffed out by the universe because you've uttered it. So Travis,
yes,
we had our fantasy baseball draft. We all let me speak on behalf of the league. We all missed Rob Schaefer, and
he didn't make it in. Darn.
Yeah. Additional, that's why I paused the draft I
remember all
times.
that. I thought the restart was okay. Houston, we no longer have a problem. My condolences, Rob. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad. Is there something should I have canceled the draft? I think it's hard to coordinate.
What was interesting, you ended up texting me and being like, "Hey, what's up?" Because on my end it said, "All right, the draft's gonna happen next week," and I was like, "All right." And I went off and just kind of went about my day, but I'm glad we got it done regardless. I think you made the right call.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get everyone. We have 13 teams. We were going to have 14. My mom is in it. My two brothers are in it. And a bunch of listeners and other friends and viewers, including S. Friedman, Andy McLean, Simon, Grasspuddle, and Travis. May I ask you, in regards to fantasy baseball? Oh, by the way, S. Friedman just blew his wish. He told us what it is. He wished I would win the lottery.
Dang, that's cold.
Yeah, cold-blooded, S. Friedman. All right, I see how it's going to be. Travis.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your team?
Okay, I didn't know. I had no idea. And then I sent a screenshot of my lineup to my baseball friends. And one person responded, and he was a Dodger fan. And I have Will Lux at shortstop. And
Gavin Lux.
Sorry, Gavin Lux at shortstop. Yes. And he said, well, your shortstop kind of sucks. And I was like, thanks. And then he said, but your pitching is sick. And I'm like, all right, I'll take that. Which is great because I was just pulling names out of a hat for pitching. Mid-rounds, I was like, I don't have any pitching. This is probably an issue.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Now, Rob Schaefer's calling you out here, Travis. You see this?
Yeah?
He says, we all know Travis did something, so I couldn't join because he couldn't handle this smoke.
If you'll excuse me, I have to attend to everything.
Oh, my. Oh. I guess Travis just turned tail and ran. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very excited. I love fantasy sports. A little too much. I'm pleased with my team. By the way, one more thing about Rob Schaefer. Rob, you know you are a valued member of this community, as you are, among other things, not just a swell fella and just a great pal to hang around here with, but you, as the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show, I think it would be perfect for you to potentially mediate any disputes that might come up in this league. You as an impartial observer. So, Simon says Rob can help me co-manage, but I'm not paying any hourly rates. So Rob, we will come to you for sage counsel in regards to if there's any collusion. Like if people think that I'm colluding with my mom, who is in the league. My mom, Deborah Rudnick, is in the fantasy baseball league, and we'll be talking about this throughout the season. We'll bring folks on, and we'll keep you abreast of the situation. I want to give Oh, yes, Travis.
I was saying, I was curious. Speaking of collusion with you, well, first off, I don't think Rob's going to be impartial as long as I'm involved, apparently. But two, with your mom, how was her draft setup? Did she just run auto draft? Was there any coaching through? Was she pulling names out of
auto
hat?
Draft?
Nice.
Straight up auto. Yeah, and she got a decent team. She ended up with one of the top 2 or 3 pitchers in baseball there, Garrett Cole. Ooh. She's got a solid squad. Listen. There's hope for everybody in the spring. That's an old baseball adage. Hope springs eternal. By the way, I want to give some shout outs to some other folks who are kicking it with us in the chat. London, what is up? We got a couple of folks who are just going by the moniker No Name. Listen, this show is like Game of Thrones. A girl has no name. You're welcome here. You're welcome here. A girl has no name. So if you're a no name or if you're Dark Tiger, welcome to the party. Netflix, peace. Kinsley in Texas, what up? Romantic Hummingbird. Oh, nothing like the coo and the fluttering wings of a romantic hummingbird. There we go. Rob Schaefer says he would be honored to mediate for the league. Rob Schaefer, I will make sure to throw a couple of conundrums your way then, as the season goes along. And Rob, next time if we do another one, if we do some fantasy football or whatever, we will make this happen. Long before 5 minutes before the draft. And again, my apologies go out to you. But I was so excited to have everyone there. Yes, I was just thrilled otherwise. And very excited to listen, we're all tied for first. Let's enjoy it, and we'll give updates as the season goes. Travis, and glad to have you there. And Mario from The Drive with Mario Smith, and producer Gliss from The Drive with Mario Smith. So, yeah, a real fun family affair. I was just delighted. Okay, so, folks, enough about the fantasy baseball shenanigans. Oh, one more thing I just want to get off my chest. We got a pee-pee situation in this house. Don't get too alarmed. But yeah, we have an old dog. She's a glorious dog. My wife's dog. We've had her for she's had her for 13 or so years. She's 14 years old. This dog had her long before me, and long before my wife came into possession of me, she had this dog. And is it National Pet Day? And I'll have to look that up. I didn't have that in the rundown. But Simon says it's National Pet Day. But yeah, she's on this medication and she has to pee like every hour on the hour. So I have to be like pee police. I have to be poised to pounce like pee police. That's a little bit of alliteration on a Monday for you. And yeah, otherwise, but she's such a good girl. She will go, she finds her spots, and I think she's trying to behave like a person. She pees right in the hallway or inside this one bathroom that we have. And, I wish she could like climb up and perch on the toilet. I've seen some TikToks and I've seen some videos of dogs or cats who like they put the litter box, like they set it up on the toilet, and the cat is trained, and then the cat goes to into the toilet once they remove the litter box. But she pees in the bathroom, on the bathroom floor, and then it's up to me to or my wife, but we'll wipe it. We'll wipe it up. And it's a hardwood floor, so we wipe it up with paper towels, and then we have this hardwood floor urine spray. And just FYI, just a little peek into my life, I'm cleaning urine off the floor, averaging 5 to 6 times a week, average. So listen, the things we do for the pets we love, and she's an old gal and she's on this medication. It's like a diuretic. It's making her pee. And you can't get mad at an old dog. You can't get mad at an old dog for doing that. Is that what's affecting my hue? Oh, maybe my. I think we've adjusted the hue more or less enough. But yeah, just cleaning up a lot. That's been my weekend. Fantasy baseball and mopping up urine. Let's jump into the Twitterverse, everybody. Let's dive into the Twitter sphere. We're going to check out what's going on the Twitter website. Denny's in North Dakota joins us. Denny's, damn glad to have you here. Obsolete Fox, you may be obsolete, but you are fully functional right here on the Your Pal Hal show. Thank you for being here. And, one more thing. I would love, I forgot to mention, this show, 4 out of 5 dentists say this show is much better when you are participating. Okay? So please, if you're listening to us on your smart device, use the magic word say and tell us anything after that. So, smart device, say, I'm eating my lunch. Glad to be here. Okay? Or you can chat with us on YouTube or chat with us on backchannel.tv and leave us a review. Leave a review of the Your Pal Hal show. And glad to have you here. Deborah Rudnick, my mom, is in the house. The proud owner on her fantasy team of New York Yankee ace Garrett Cole. All right, let's get into the Twitter sphere here. First off, let's give a little update on what's going on in Ukraine. Yeah, S. Friedman, you're right about that 5th dentist. University of Phoenix, not saying, but I'm just saying. All right. Ukraine says tens of thousands have died in Mariupol as fighting continues. Just, yeah, horrific. We're talking civilians. We're talking war crimes. Vladimir Putin cementing himself as just a villain, a monster. Horrific. During an address Monday, President Zelensky said that Mariupol has been destroyed. There are tens of thousands of dead. But even despite this, the Russians are not stopping their offensive. Ukrainian forces have said that Monday will be the last battle for the city as they anticipate running out of ammunition. Meanwhile, Austria's Chancellor, Karl Nehammer, will become the first EU leader to meet Vladimir Putin in person since the war began, and has said he will convey a clear stance on Russia's war of aggression on Ukraine. As the international community prepare more sanctions on Russia exports and continue on Russian exports, sorry, and continue to investigate allegations of war crimes during the invasion. Would it be too much to ask for the Chancellor of Austria to just walk in and slap Vladimir Putin across the face? Just whap. Just give him a good Will Smith. Just boom. Like Vladimir Putin is Chris Rock and he just said something about your bald wife. Whap. And then a backhand slap. And then an eye poke, boink. And then a finger up the nose. Is that too much to ask for the Chancellor of Austria to pull on Putin? Maybe. I might be living in a fantasy world, and it wouldn't be the first time. So yeah, and just it's a horrific situation. The war crimes, the photos, the images coming out of there, a real horror. So it is, yeah. We will keep you updated on anything that happens. There was Zelensky was interviewed on 60 Minutes last night. I might try to find that. I didn't get to see it, but yeah, just thoughts for people in Ukraine. There you go. Ongoing. The war continues. All right. Let's dive into one of my least favorite topics, Jared Kushner. So it came out 6 months after leaving the White House. Jared Kushner secured a $2 billion investment from a fund led by the Saudi Crown Prince, a close ally during the Trump administration, despite objections from the fund's advisors about the merits of the deal. So, yeah, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, talk about human rights violations. Saudi Arabia, the country that funded much of the folks behind 9/11 and the responsible for the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, and all good by Jared Kushner. But it's funny though. Like everyone's like Hunter Biden. Look at Jared Kushner. But I guess that's the thing though. If your dad or stepdad is president, I don't know. I wonder what hijinks and shenanigans I'd get into. I was just reading that Malia Obama. I love the Obamas. I think they're a role model family. Hashtag family goals. Sasha and Malia, they seem like good kids. Malia, she just apparently got a job writing for on a Donald Glover show, and it's if her last name wasn't Obama, would she have gotten that job? I don't know. That's why previously I had said I wanted to be adopted by Will and Jada. Travis, you want to come on in for a sec? Now, do you remember when I used to say I wanted to be adopted by Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yes.
Now I'm a little conflicted about that.
How so?
Well, I don't want to get smacked for saying the wrong thing in the Smith house. I still have great admiration for Will Smith as an actor and them as being influential Hollywood parents for me.
Look, if there's one thing I think we can take away from the confidence with which his children act is that I would put money on the idea that he has not hit them.
Oh yeah, you think he has spared the rod and in turn spoiled the children?
spoiled go, maybe a bridge too far, but they certainly don't seem to fear self-expression, and I think that's healthy. So I think as someone who would come in as a child, adult child, but a child,
Yeah.
you would receive nothing but adoration and opportunity, and isn't that special? Now, if
All
you
right.
went run your mouth about Jada just as a regular guy, or maybe
Right.
even their kid, then start looking behind your shoulder. But I don't think
Gotcha.
I wouldn't be concerned about how this would affect your adoption plans personally.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it status quo. If Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, maybe as a PR move or something, would still care to adopt me, I I I will accept. All right? That's a
It's very
controversial
big of you.
stance.
It's very big of you.
That's a controversial stance. By the way, I want to shout out my good friend Stacy down in Texas. What is up, Stacy? Hanging out with Tracy today. She says she thinks Will Smith has gone too far, and I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree. I want to shout out Sania in Florida. Sania, thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me, your pal Hal. All right, Travis, did you find some intel for us on either Malia Obama or Jared Kushner or any of the folks who are talking about?
Both. Which would you like?
Let's do our tangential Malia Obama thing, and then we'll go over to Jared Kushner.
Sounds good. This comes from
Great.
Variety.
Yeah. So Malia Obama, Donald Glover has confirmed that Malia Obama is in the writer's room for his new Amazon series. The Atlanta Emmy winner told Vanity Fair that Obama is an amazingly talented person, adding, "She's really focused and she's working really hard. I feel like she's just somebody who's going to have really good things coming soon," Glover said. "Her writing style is great." Stephen Glover, Donald's brother and frequent collaborator, is also developing the Obama-assisted Amazon series and had this to say about the young talent. "Donald always says perspective is important, and people with different perspectives are important for a writer's room. And for sure, Malia definitely has a unique perspective on everything, so we wanted to hear her stories and have her work with us. Listening to her stories and having her involved really gave us a lot of good ideas." You know what? Good for her. And that's what do you expect? I'd want to hang out with the Obamas. If I was putting together my own writer's room, I would. I would. I would say, I would heavily consider. I would heavily consider Malia Obama. As long as I'd have to read a couple of samples first, make sure she wasn't just vomiting on the page. But from there, Simon says Donald Glover is a national treasure, but I'm not buying this. LOL. I'm with you, Hal. Without that last name, she doesn't get the opportunity, at least not this early in her life. Yeah, that's you know what? Listen, her dad is the the coolest and formerly most powerful man in the free world. So her mom is a boss. Michelle Obama kicks butt. So I'm not saying I wouldn't do it or I'm mad. I'm just saying, yeah, that last name helps. You know what? I'll also put this out there. I would be willing, I'd be excited to be adopted by the Obamas because apparently that helps. And yeah, so right now, gonna broaden it out. Smiths, Obamas, if you want to adopt me, we can talk. I am open. And let's take a look at Jared Kushner. Rob Schaefer says, sounds like we need to have an investigation for Kushner and Hunter Biden. Both seem dirty. Yeah. Listen, I think Biden is just trying to feather his Hunter Biden has done some things to try to feather his nest a little bit. Jared Kushner, I think, is a lot more insidious. Simon says, I need to write for a Jewish version of Atlanta called New Rochelle. S. Friedman says, does she know how to write nepotism? Do you know how to spell nepotism? Yeah, welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. Oh boy, there he is, Jared Kush. There's the Kush. Oh, there's that punchable face. Oh, by the way, Travis, can I ask you to do me one favor?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you. So you've done some wonderful. I remember with Sebastian Stan, you did that side by side for us.
Uh-huh.
If you could find a picture of Jared Kushner, like the one you had right there, or any picture of him, and have it side by side with a picture of frightening movie doll Brahms the boy. Brahms the boy.
Let's see what I can do.
Because Jared Kushner looks like this frightening movie doll. And while you're at it, if you wouldn't mind popping that article up into the screen, and let's read a little bit about Jared Kushner and the Saudis. Of the $2.5 billion that the main fund of Jared Kushner's firm managed as of late March, roughly 80% stems from one bulky investment from the Saudi crown prince. Oh, yeah, the guy who murders journalists. The guy who murders journalists is your biggest investor. Like, blood money much? Dark money? Like, no scruples? You know how, like we talk about sometimes, like when people boycott Chick-fil-A because they were homophobic in some of their donations. Like, yeah, I'm fine with that. But then when you really unpack it and you go down the line and you're like, oh, what corporations have dirty money? Like every corporation. If you follow the money, you're going to find dirty money everywhere, or just unsavory people on like the board of directors or major shareholders. It's very easy. This takes the cake. The guy who murders journalists and the country that 9/11 that relatives of the 9/11 terrorists fled to. Yeah. Dark money. Kushner had secured $2 billion investment from Mohammed bin Salman, despite the fact that his firm, Affinity Partners, has to date no publicly declared focus. So it's just like, yeah, hey, I'm Jared Kushner. I had White House access. Hook it up. MBS also reportedly gave Kushner the money over the express objections of his own fund's advisors, who rang alarm bells last June over issues like inexperience, unsatisfactory operations, and the public relations risks of associating with the former president's son-in-law. The prince, leading the board of his public investment fund, overruled his screening panel, according to the Times. Around the same time, MBS underwrote the comparably puny investment of $1 billion in Steve Mnuchin's new fund. Oh boy. Despite the fact that ex-Trump Treasury Secretary is a former Goldman Sachs partner, Mnuchin's fund is themed around Saudi prioritized sectors like cybersecurity. Listen, there's money to be had. There's money to be had. So who cares if they chop up journalists? You ever see in Borat 2? Man, Sacha Baron Cohen's song that he sang at that rally, chop them up like the Saudis do. There you go. Stacy says she supported Barack Obama. Very nice. And Stacy's drinking blueberry. Was that a blueberry shake? That's nice. There's not only money to be had, but presidents to be supported. I hear you, Stacy. Dirty Mouse. Thank you for joining the stream. Harley in the stream. Scared Binny Pig. Stale Hawk. Thanks for being here. Are you snacking on anything? Are you snacking on anything today? Let us know what you're snacking on. Bob from Michigan joins the stream. Welcome to the party. S. Friedman says, who cares that the Saudis are bombing Yemen at the moment? Yep, there you go. There you go. Kushner does look an awful lot like the Buddy Lee doll as well, if you Google that. Oh, yeah, I remember Buddy Lee, that cute but frightening Buddy Lee. Buddy Lee looking a little bit like Bob's big boy. Hey, Travis, any progress between Jared Kushner and Brahms the boy? We're talking about the similarity between son-in-law of former... Ah! Oh, my, Travis. Well played. Look at that. I'm looking at... Okay, Travis, did you... that's the same picture. This is the same picture. Are you screenshotting that, Travis?
Yes. For records.
Man, good stuff.
Yeah, that was what's you're welcome, but what's really frightening is that was not hard to do.
I'm going to screenshot this as well.
Pretty much top of the pile Google search.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well played. Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. The two soulless dolls. Kushner, Bezos, Zuckerberg look like they all came from the same alien race and will one day eat us all. Unless we eat them first. Time to dine. Okay. Which one is Kushner? Right, Grass Puddle? That was the same picture. I couldn't. One was a little more pale. But yeah, Kushner. I mean, he does live in Florida. I don't know, but does he get out much? I don't know. All right. Other trending topics. Let's move on from this. Travis, do you...
I'm back.
What kind of business do you do on Etsy? Do you have an Etsy store?
No, I do not.
Do you ever shop on the Etsy? Have you ever bought anything?
A couple times I have. Yeah.
Yeah, you find some cool little like knickknacks and fun, creative, bits and bobs and trinkets and crafts. Things made specifically with a little more TLC. Well, apparently they're saying there's going to be an Etsy strike.
Huh. Weird.
So Etsy sellers will go on strike in April, and they want customers to boycott. So if you're logging on to Etsy, they're asking. Let's read up on this. I want to know why, because Etsy's a good place to get a lot of specific and like made to order items. Like if, as a dog lover and dog owner, I sometimes want to get something with my dog's face on it. I got my wife a lovely mug with our dogs. In February, and then I'll talk about Rob Schaefer brought up an interesting news story that I heard about, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. In February, Etsy CEO Josh Silverman had good news to share with investors. Sales and revenue were at an all-time high, sending Etsy stocks soaring. At the same time, Silverman had less welcome news for sellers. Delivered via email, transaction fees were going up from 5% to 6.5%, or a 30% increase, beginning April 11th. For Christy Cassidy, an active seller on Etsy since 2007, I didn't realize it had even been around that long, the fee increase was the last straw. Cassidy, who sells gothic Victorian costumes and accessories. That's very Etsy, by the way. Gothic Victorian. Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, is that for cosplay or is that for real life? I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. Listen, it could be for both, probably. Listen, do you want to go around looking like a Gothic Victorian in a manor house in your day to day? I ain't mad at you. Or are you just trying to like cosplay like someone from What We Do in the Shadows? You know, up to you. You live your life, okay? Don't hurt anybody. Um, she had a happy first decade on the platform, this woman, and she was able to reach a customer base eager to buy handmade products, and she grew her business selling made to order and custom pieces. But for the last few years, changes at Etsy that she feels hurt sellers were piling up. Rising fees, mandatory marketing programs, an influx of drop shippers. Okay. I don't even know what drop shippers are. And the marketplace no longer felt like somewhere where artisan products of hand-picked vintage items were prioritized. Shortly after hearing the fee increase, Cassidy headed to the Etsy sellers subreddit, which was flooded with comments about the news and wrote a post. I wonder, Cassidy wrote, what would happen if on April 11th, so many sellers put their shops on vacation mode that Etsy starts crapping itself. That Etsy starts just crapping itself nervously. Now, Cassidy and other Etsy sellers are planning to do just that on April 11th. That's today. Well, you know what? I'm not going to cross a virtual picket line. I don't know all the details here, but I'll respect a strike. I'm not going to say screw you to the small business owners. I'm not going to buy an Etsy today. All right? There it is. Tomorrow, I'm going ham on Etsy. Tomorrow, I'm getting cozies. I'm getting doilies. I'm getting Victorian costumes. I'm getting a crocheted puppy pillow. Tomorrow, game on. Today, no. No thank you. No thank you. Grass Puddle saying drop shippers sell things at a big markup, then buy the item somewhere else cheaper. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Grass Puddle. Appreciate that. S. Friedman says, I'm cosplaying as Percy from the Scarlet Pimpernel. Don't you know how you didn't recognize it? I don't know how you didn't recognize it. That's great, S. Friedman. I'm cosplaying as Percy from the Scarlet Pimpernel. Stacy says, hey, Travis, I got a Stacy joke for you. Hey, Travis.
Yeah.
What does one egg say to the other egg?
I don't know.
Let's get cracking.
All right.
Oh, and
all right.
And you know what you might hear once those eggs get cracking?
What?
This.
Because there's baby chickens in them. The miracle of life.
Oh, you know it. You know it, pal. What a sweet moment. What a sweet moment. Yeah. All right. So, Etsy going on strike. Excellent joke, says Grass Puddle. Stacy, our friend Grass Puddle says, excellent joke. I wanted to get to this story that Rob Schaefer mentioned. Y'all might have heard about Governor Gretchen Whitmer. And the potential kidnapping plot against her that happened about, I guess, a year and a half ago now. These guys were taken into custody. Well, the trials went down. There was one mistrial for two of the men, and they're going to be brought back on trial. And two of them were acquitted. Acquitted. And they're saying that there was too much FBI involvement here. Rob Schaefer is saying entrapment was the explanation. Yeah, and the I was listening to a story about it, and apparently the men argued that, yeah, we were just goofing around and joking. This wasn't a real thing. And the defense team for them played them off as a bunch of dumb goofballs whose plans were steeped. Now, this is a quote. I'm paraphrase. Their plans were steeped in marijuana smoke. So these dudes were just sitting around toking it up, and they were like, "What if we, listen? I'm a, we're a bunch of nutty militia guys. True," chime in the other guys. "We love guns and talking about dangerous crap, right? True that. What? Smoke, smoke, puff, puff. What if we kidnap the governor?" Yeah, man. They got high as a bunch of Georgia pine. Now, here's the thing. A, uh, a lot of people get high, and you know, if you commit a crime while you're high, it's still a crime. So, Rob Schaefer saying, "I called this outcome months ago. They were enticed to act through the FBI when there was no evidence they would have acted without the FBI's involvement." Interesting. So yeah, if that's true, then yeah, and obviously, two of the four men arrested were acquitted. Two will be tried again because it was a mistrial. Rob Schaefer says it's the right verdict. Yeah, I just think it's, I just think it's super disgusting. Like these, the right wing militias in this company too. Listen, here at here at State Farm Insurance, we have too many right-wing militias in this company. No, right-wing militias are dangerous and horrific, and like they live in an alternate sci-fi dystopian reality. So, yeah, I mean, I am for like bringing down the hammer, but yeah, by the rule of law, maybe it was the right decision. S. Friedman says, "Blaming the weed for this, just say no." Crowd is something else. The only thing I think of when I smoke weed is to kidnap some Doritos. Hell yeah, S. Friedman. That's what I'm talking about. I can get behind that. Listen, S. Friedman, gavel down. You're acquitted. Simon has a National Pet Day joke. Where did the cowboy buy the dachshund? Why did the cowboy buy the dachshund? Why did the cowboy buy the dachshund? Because someone told him to get along, little doggy. All right. Nicely done. Nicely done. Grass Puddle says Doritos for governor. You know what? I might vote for Doritos for governor in some states. Definitely in Florida. If I was in Florida, I'd vote for Doritos over Ron DeSantis, and you could take that to the bank. Now, Travis, do you want to come in here for a sec? We got a little question, a little back and forth between Grass Puddle and Simon. Grass Puddle, and S. Friedman. So we're talking Doritos. Do you do you go nacho cheese Doritos? Do you go Cool Ranch, or you
neither? I can't. I dare not partake.
Is it because, I mean, does the nacho cheese dust intersect with the lactose intolerance?
I'm not gonna find out.
All right. See, I think it's just the nacho cheese dust is made in a lab. There's no actual cheese in there, is there?
And I that's a very strong possibility. And even with that, I'm just not really in on Doritos anyways. Like,
really?
Yeah, no, I'm no fun. I think just need to come out and say it. I'm no fun.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's yeah, let's hit a couple more of these stories here. Um, Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker. You know where you can find that guy? You can find him on the gridiron. You can find him in the end zone. But you're not going to find Herschel Walker at the Republican senatorial debate. He was at the GOP Senate debate for, I think it's South Carolina. Herschel Walker just no-showed. Like, he didn't even suit up. Oh, is it Georgia? Yeah, Herschel Walker's no-show looms large over Senate GOP debate.
I think you're right. I think that's South Carolina.
Thank you, Travis. Former football great Herschel Walker skipped the first major Republican U.S. Senate debate, but his absence at the event in Gainesville. Oh, it's Georgia. It looks like Gainesville, Georgia. On Saturday helped shape the back and forth among the 5 candidates who showed up. Each of Walker's top rivals criticized the GOP frontrunner for skipping the event and predicted that his strategy, which involves a regimen of mostly tightly scripted events and private gatherings, would leave him vulnerable against Democratic U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock. Oh, yeah, so this is Georgia. And yeah, I like Warnock, that's for sure. Warnock is a former pastor, and when he and what's the other guy, John Osman, who won in Georgia last year. Yeah, I was pretty psyched for that. Several at the 9th District GOP debate compared Walker's approach to President Joe Biden's basement strategy during the 2020 election campaign against Republican Donald Trump. So maybe it'll work for him. It worked for Biden. But also, Biden was a 77, 78-year-old man in the COVID. So can't blame Ossoff. Yes. Thank you, Friedman. I'm not going to blame an elderly man for hunkering down during the pandemic. So there you go. Herschel Walker did not suit up. Herschel Walker did not suit up for the debate. So, yeah, I just think Herschel Walker's kind of an empty suit. Raphael Warnock has the best interest of Georgians and Americans. I'm a fan. So there's that. Stacy says, okay, here's another joke. How does an elephant get on a cherry tree? He sits on a cherry seed and waits. Nicely done, Stacy. Nicely done, Stacy. All right, more trending topics here, folks. Al Pacino was trending for something very wonderful. Al Pacino was photographed like at a gathering with some folks, and his phone was on the table. And Al Pacino has a Shrek phone case. That is the most awesome, whimsical, silly thing. Look at this. Al Pacino has a Shrek phone case. One more reason as to why he's a total legend. I love Shrek. Hoo-ah! Shrek is, it's one of my favorites. It's a love story, and it's funny, and they got a pop culture references. I love Shrek. Hoo-ah! Al Pacino loves his Shrek phone case. That's just wonderful. That's just wonderful. Folks, we're going to take a short break for a little station identification. Travis, do you happen to have our little froggy friend locked and loaded? Thank you. We'll be right back.
Yes.
What is up, folks? Travis, that was some smooth jazz right there. I'm not gonna lie, I was over here vibing. Uh, Simon with another joke for us. What did the horse say when he fell down? I've fallen and I can't giddy up. That's not bad, Simon. That's not bad. Say hello to my little phone. S. Friedman, Al Pacino with the with the Shrek phone case. Very nice, very nice. Say hello to my little phone. Good stuff, good stuff. A couple of more trending topics here. You know, Kmart. I feel like Kmart was like a constant in our lives, but it's disappearing. I didn't realize just what the pace it was disappearing. But I know there was a big Kmart over here in Los Angeles, Big K. You know, they rebranded from Kmart to Big K. But it closed, and then it became a few different things. And I remember, among other things, there was a temporary Britney Spears museum. It was like a pop-up Britney Spears museum that had like outfits and like sets from like her music videos and stuff. Very weird, very specific. There was a Britney Spears museum, but it was open right before the pandemic really kicked off in March 2020, and I never got a chance to go to it. I really wanted to go to the Britney Spears museum. I thought that would have just been like hella fun. But there are only 3 Kmarts left. A big Kmart in New Jersey closing down. You know what was worse? You know what was the worst thing for Kmart's brand? Back, if anyone remembers, in Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman, Tom Cruise from the 80s. In Rain Man, Tom Cruise taught Dustin Hoffman how to say Kmart sucks. And that became one of the quotable things from that movie. And I think that really, like, that's like burned into my memory. I think that spelled the downfall for Kmart. Let's bring up this article, please, Travis. Once a retail giant, Kmart down to 3 stores after New Jersey closing. My home state of New Jersey. This coming from the New York Post. Only one Kmart will remain in New Jersey as the company is preparing to close one of its 2 locations left in the state. The familiar sights and sounds are still there. The scuffed and faded floor tiles, the relentless beige on beige color scheme, the toddlers' clothes, and refrigerators are pretty much everything in between. Oh, we got a nice guitar. There's even a canned recording that begins, "Attention Kmart shoppers." Oh, yeah. That used to be a go-to thing. "Attention Kmart shoppers." I like this. By the way, there's a really funny headline right next to it. The Masters golf tournament was this weekend. This guy, Scheffler, was it Jordan Scheffler, won it. But John Daly spent Masters week hanging out with the Hooters girls. All right, that's maybe that'll be in tomorrow's trending topics. Attention Kmart shoppers, except it's to remind folks about COVID-19 precautions, not to alert them to a flash sale over in ladies' lingerie like in the days of old. Many of the shelves are bare, though, at the Kmart in Avenel, New Jersey, picked over by bargain hunters as the store prepares to close its doors for good April 16th. Once it shutters, the number of Kmarts in the U.S., once well over 2,000, will be down to 3 last holdouts. Man, this is going the way of Blockbuster. Less nostalgia than Blockbuster. Yes. It's true, Grass Puddle. Uh, Once well over 2,000 will be down to three last holdouts, according to multiple reports in a retail world now dominated by Walmart, Target, and Amazon. There you go. Yeah, Target a little bit nicer. Walmart is kind of just everywhere, and Amazon is the future. Simon says, Mild Dairy Lifesaver says, Blockbuster for life. Yep. So Walmart going the way of the dodo. Walmart, Kmart, Big K, now Little K, and you know what? It's it seemed like one of those brands that was everywhere, and now it's just a going the way of Circuit City and so many others. One more thing I noticed. This is kind of cool. The final season of Better Call Saul is almost upon us. I've enjoyed that show. Really got into it. I wasn't an early adopter. I was a late adopter of Better Call Saul. But that show's gotten better and better. It's really engaging. And, man, last season had some banger episodes. And we're going to have a delightful surprise this season. This article is out there. Mild spoiler. Oh, yeah, I'm a Mr. Show fan for sure, Simon. Mr. Show with Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. Travis, if you wouldn't mind bringing up this article, please. They're coming back, folks. Breaking Bad's Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul will appear in the Better Call Saul final season. So we did have Aaron Paul in that Breaking Bad movie, that Breaking Bad inspired movie, El Camino, which was solid. But yeah, the two of them will be back. AMC is cooking up something special for the farewell season of Better Call Saul. The network confirmed Saturday that Breaking Bad stars Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul will appear in the upcoming sixth and final season of their beloved show's spin-off starring Bob Odenkirk as the titular con artist turned lawyer. They're coming back. AMC posted on Twitter with an image of Walter White, Cranston, and Jesse Pinkman, Paul. There it is. I'm excited for this. You know, Breaking Bad was a phenomenon, is a phenomenon, one of the great shows. That last season and the tangled webs of intrigue that they created and the memorable characters, and from Giancarlo Esposito to our anti-hero Walter White, and just the everything about that show, so good, got better and better, and man, the last two seasons of that created what a run-up. That was like, just a cultural phenomenon. So be very cool. I'm excited for that. Better Call Saul. If you haven't gotten into it, worth it. It's worth it. I was late to the party on Better Call Saul, but now I'm glad I'm here. Simon says, when rewatching Breaking Bad, I always fast forward through Walter's family stuff. I'm not sure what that says about me, but I'm sure it isn't good. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Walter White's, Mrs. White, she got a lot of crap from people. And people say she was a real killjoy. I think she's great. I think she's exactly what she needs to be. Walter White's wife. She needs to be a wet blanket. That's the reality of Skylar. She needs to throw douse Walter White's plans in cold water. You can't have Skylar White being like, oh yes, cook meth, dirty money, cook meth. No. It needs to make Walter White's life fraught. So, uh, so are you talking about? Oh, so in a rewatch, sure. Listen, I feel ya. I want to see Walter White out in the desert fighting for his life. That's like, you know, that's what makes your pulse race, you know? But yeah, Skylar White, a lot of undeserved hate, a lot of undeserved hate, and his son. I always liked. I liked his son. He'd come in, eat his waffles, go to school. Good kid. He got his dad bought him a nice car. You know. Listen, but Simon, that's what having fast forward is for. So you do you. I'm not gonna hate on that. Do you? Listen, if it ain't hurting nobody, fast forward, my man. Stacy says, I should. If anyone remembers, Kmart's are closing down faster. Kmart's are closing down faster than all get out. True that, Stacy. She says, then you should check out the cartoon Dastardly and Monthly. Those are two different characters. There's a cartoon Dastardly. I'll have to look for it. Thank you for the suggestion, Stacy. I want to shout out a couple more folks hanging out in the chat. We got Kevin. Julie joined the stream. We got No Name. Listen, A Girl Has No Name, Game of Thrones. You're welcome here. Zara joined the stream. Welcome. Towering Oyster. Separate Lion. Thank you for being here. Oh, we have our good friend Charisse. Charisse in California. Always glad to have you here, Charisse. Stacy says Dastardly is on Amazon Prime. Nice. Thank you. By the way, if you're hanging out with us today, let us know what you're up to. Let us know what you're snacking on. Let us know what you got up to this weekend. Glad to hear it. S. Friedman says, who cares about the family? Get to the meth. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm there for. I'm there for that sweet blue meth. All right? Are you like me? Are you there for the sweet blue meth? Yeah, so that's why you watch Breaking Bad. Good stuff. All right, now, every day on the show, we do a little bit of an exploration into a hashtag, a trending topic, or a Twitter account. Today, we've got a versus. We've got, boom, Lay's versus Pringles. And we're going to see who's got the better Twitter account. Lay's versus Pringles. Oh yeah, we were talking about Doritos earlier. Speak of the devil. Well, Frito-Lay, the company, just chip giant. Let's do this. Lay's versus Pringles. These are two of the preeminent plain salty potato chips. Like if you just want a plain flavored chip, well, these two are vying. We've got the bag versus the can. The bag versus the can. All right, so Lay's, stay golden. Yes. We golden. Lay's, their bio, the perfectly crispy chip that has been America's favorite snack for more than 75 years. That's some big talk, saying America's favorite snack. Simon says, once you pop, you know the rest, but nobody knows Lay's catchphrase. Well, maybe it's stay golden. That's a good point, though. A robust 508,000 followers. There you go. Let's see what Lay's been tweeting. Coachella giveaway round 2. So Lay's is all up in Coachella. Very trendy, very young, very hip. Are they interested in hearing some of the bangers coming from some of these fire bands on the Coachella lineup? You could win free VIP passes. Uh, Coachella giveaway alert. We're giving away free VIP Coachella passes for weekend one. Follow, yada, yada. A lot of Coachella early on. I'm going to, first off, I'm like, that throws me off a little bit. I come here for chips and chip related stuff, and I'm like, oh, hip Coachella. I'm not sure. S. Friedman says, Lay's versus Pringles. Would you rather pop or lay? I see what you did there. I like it. A flavor worthy of a crown. Lay's Classic is our 2022 Lay's Flavor Face-Off champion. Oh, okay. So they had their own Lay's Flavor Face-Off. The Lay's Classic won. Sure. Okay. Oh. Only one flavor can win the Lay's Flavor Face-Off, which will be Lay's Classic versus Cheddar Jalapeno. See, I'm a little out of the loop. I've never even tried the cheddar jalapeno, but I like the cheddar and sour cream flavor from Ruffles. Snack of the year, Lay's. Okay, by whose vote? Flamin' Hot Lay's. Kettle cooked jalapeno. Oh, I like the kettle cooked chips. See, I'm a kettle cooked chip guy. I love a kettle chip. Hey, Travis, you want to come on in and weigh in on this at all? Any thoughts? Any thoughts on these chips?
I have only had original. Usually if I end up with Lay's, it's like at a 7-Eleven, and their selections are pretty slim. Got to be honest. I don't mess with Lay's too much. I don't splurge on much, but snacks, that's something where I try to take some time to explore what's beyond the stock option, so to speak.
Sure. Would it be accurate to say that sometimes you like to think outside the bun?
Absolutely.
Sure. Grass Puddle saying salt bombs. Yes. That's one of my catchphrases. Boom, sugar bomb. Yeah, salt bomb. The sodium. But here's the thing. If you stick to a serving, which is hard with chips, because the servings are ridiculously small. Like, Travis, do you ever see like you'll get a bag that looks like, oh, this is a one timer. Mm-hmm. I can easily one sitting, and then you look on the back, 3 servings.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll sneak up on you with that. Simon saying he'd like to figure out what your snack preferences are. Well, I know you're partial to nuts and legumes.
Big nuts and legumes guy. I've been on the hummus train again for the past couple of months. That's been great.
What do you dip in that hummus, my guy?
It's a variety. Often carrots, and then sometimes bell peppers, and then also tortilla chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a pita chip?
Pita chips aren't worth it for me. You're paying more for just bread when you can just have, I don't know. I never saw the value in pita chips, personally.
You make a good point, but they go real well with hummus. That flavor profile, those are two friends right there that really, work well together. Simon says, I know he likes oatmeal and watch batteries. Oh, yeah, you'll sprinkle a couple of watch batteries into some oatmeal, mix it up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Any other later in the day snacks that you haven't?
This.
Dark, is that a dark chocolate?
Yes, this is the Trader Joe's Dark Chocolate Lovers Chocolate Bar, 85% dark.
Ooh, that's a
Past
deep
couple
dark.
months.
That's a deep dark.
I keep going. Every couple years, it just edges a little further. After long, I'll be eating dirt, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got this is a lower on the cacao scale, but
Hmm.
the international passport or whatever at Trader Joe's that has like the international
Oh yeah, yeah,
dark
yeah.
chocolate. I loved it. I loved it.
Those are really good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get back to Lay's, and then we'll pop over to Pringles. So yeah, you got that SmackDown there. Lay's Classic winning the day. Freshest news at Lay's Coachella. All right, so they're going heavy on this Coachella. This Coachella promotion. Lay's deviled eggs. Is this a trick? Just testing a theory, but comment if you try this fake flavor. This is off-putting to me. Deviled eggs can be hit and miss, and I find this a little repellent. I find that flavor repellent and rude. I would not. I would not. No one asked, but here's some inspiration for tomorrow's lunch. You're welcome. I want to watch this from the top. They folded up a. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Oh my word. You know what? Maybe I might, with some turkey. Yeah, is that turkey or ham? I don't know. I'm more of a turkey guy. Interesting. All right. So I think we got a good look at Lay's. A little too much. A little too much. What's that? The Lay's Margarita Espresso Martini with Lay's? I don't know. Yeah, Lay's Classic. It's like if you had a best ice cream challenge and vanilla one. Grass Puddle saying, I need a P.O. box. I need to ship out some chips. Ooh, man. You're almost prompting me to get a P.O. box because I love, like, yeah, what kind of chips are you talking about? Rob Schaefer says, I try almost any new chip flavor. Yes, we talked about that, Rob Schaefer. I remember you are one of our finest snack tasters and enthusiasts. So I salute that. Rob Schaefer says, I try almost any new chip flavor. Pringles came out with a roasted corn flavor last summer. Pretty good. All right. Thank you, Rob Schaefer. All the chips, says Grass Puddle. All right, let's go over to Pringles. Let's see what Pringles is at. Frontline chipper. So Pringles right there, as far as followers, get stuck in. For a second, I thought "get stuck in" that they have in the banner across the top there was referring to pandemic quarantine. And it's like, hey, get stuck inside. Maybe it is both. I think that could absolutely be a double meaning right there. Endless flavors to stack. Enjoy carefully. Simon says this feed is popping. Very nice, very nicely done. You know what? And I love that Pringles has the little guy, the mustache man. The mustache man. That's solid. That's solid. All right. So, Pringles, endless flavors to stack, enjoy carefully, 472,000 followers right there with Lay's. Lay's 500,000, Pringles nipping at their heels with 472,000 followers. And I'm already enjoying it a little bit more, their Twitter already. All right, let's scroll down and check out. Enjoy carefully. To all those who have gotten their hands stuck in a Pringles can, we made this for you. Okay, one chip at the bottom. Oh, this guy, it's like a Chinese finger trap. Can't get his hand out of the can, and he's just gonna now that's his life. Whoa! See, this is a fun commercial. This is so much better than the Coachella ads. Really enjoying this. Andrew McLean chiming in. Lay's based out of my childhood city in Plano, Texas. Nicely done. Look at this guy. How'd he change his clothes so, like, he's really, oh my goodness. Oh, wow. This guy's living his life with a Pringles can stuck to his hand, even though it's essentially cardboard. Oh, there he is, elderly. Oh, wow, 85 years old. I'm really enjoying this commercial. Oh, gosh. He's got an IV in his Pringles hand, being buried with his Pringles hand. Oh, sad but true. Oh, no. No, no. And the next one is born. That gave me all the feels. Rob Schaefer giving us some important knowledge. The guy on the Pringles can is named Julius Pringle. Lovely. I'm going to call it Pringles. Pringles takes it. Like that short film about what life is like with getting your hand stuck in a Pringles jar and taking us through that beautiful journey of that man, that couple. I told myself I wasn't going to cry during this Twitter deep dive. Oh, brother. Pringles. Just right out of the gate, the branding and the sense of humor. Grass Puddle says, this might be accurate. Worst chip, better ads. Yeah, worst chip, better branding. There you go. That's our Twitter deep dive into Pringles and Lay's. Pringles, more fun. They take it. Listen, if your Twitter's more fun, boom, you got it. Folks, it is 12:27 right here on the Your Pal Hal show. Charisse says, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. Oh, Charisse, did I miss some really good Lay's ads on the Super Bowl? I did watch the Super Bowl. I did. So, man, how quickly we forget. It's back in February. We're in April now. Stacy saying, yum, yum, yummy in my tummy. Very nice. Stacy, I agree. Either way, just give me the snacks. Nikki joined the stream. Nikki, welcome to the party. Separate Lion in the house. Better Fish in the house. Red Dragon. Rad Dragon. Yes. By the way, if you're... Stacy says she likes sour cream and onion Pringles. That's great. I love the sour cream and onion Lay's. I'm surprised that didn't make it into the finals. But Rob Schaefer saying, Pringles are not chips. They are potato crisps made from dehydrated potatoes. Potato chips have to be made from whole sliced potatoes. Rob Schaefer is an executive chef. So I appreciate where you're coming from there, Rob. But I'm sorry. The shape of them, I'm going to call them potato chips. I'm doing it like in the same way that like Kit Kats are a chocolate bar, but whereas they're actually just wafers. Like you can judge, like if I was going to have a contest, I could put Snickers and Kit Kats in the contest versus each other. Simon says, I got to say, though, Pringles mascot seems like a ripoff of the Cincinnati Reds guy. And also, he just blew Simon's mind. I mean, I can only compartmentalize my snacks so much. But I get where you're coming from, Rob. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I mean, it's going to take me, please give me privacy. Please give me and my family privacy as we deal with this new information. They aren't legally allowed to be called potato chips in Europe, right? Well, they're called crisps. A packet of crisps. And chips are French fries in Europe. So, make a Twitter poll, Pringles will get killed, Andrew McLean says. You know what? I'm gonna throw a Twitter poll up here. And then let's jump into Recs and reviews. And in today's Recs and reviews, first off, we will jump into the weekend box office. Better potato-based snack. And then the poll. Lay's potato chips. Choice 2. Pringles. There it is. Lay's potato chips versus Pringles. All right? Crazy. We're taking it to the next level. Weekend box office. Friedman says, if people call McDonald's food, you can call Pringles chips. Bam. S. Friedman bringing dropping the hammer there. Okay. Here is the weekend box office results. Top five at the box office. Number 5, still, the bat signal's still out at the movie theater. The Batman coming in at number 5 with $6 million. $6.6 million. Coming in at number 4, I really want to see this movie. I've heard good stuff about it. It's supposed to be just like breakneck, action-packed, just dumb good time. Ambulance comes in at number 4 with $8.7 million. Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Bay. It looks like the heist scene, the bank robbery scene from Heat meets Speed. And that's pretty wild. I hear it's great. I hear Jake Gyllenhaal is unhinged. Love me some unhinged Jake Gyllenhaal, Nightcrawler style. So I'm all about it. Coming in at number 3, The Lost City. Channing Tatum, Sandra Bullock, $9.2 million. And coming in at number 2, Morbius in its second week, $10.2 million. And coming in at the top of the box office charts this weekend, big opening weekend for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, $71 million. $71 million for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Listen, folks came out, and that's a multi-quadrant film. You got the nostalgia of like older Sonic fans, and also it's a fun action kids movie. Grasspuddle says saw Sonic 2 with the kids. He thinks Travis will enjoy it. Travis.
Oh, all right. I think I'll try to finish the first movie first, and then I will probably wait till it comes to streaming, but I will watch it.
There you go.
Looking forward to that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, also, when we're wrapped, could I have a 90-second soapbox whenever it pleases the court?
Oh, sure. I mean, hit it right now if you'd like.
All right. Well, unfortunately, it's dropped out of the top 6, and it's only top 10 worldwide. But last night, I saw RRR, the 3-hour Bollywood epic that has a legitimate intermission of about 10 minutes. And I just implore anyone who's remotely interested in having fun as a general concept, get as many people as you know and go see it. It's as good as any Marvel film I've ever seen. American blockbusters, to me, for the next, I don't know however long, have been made obsolete. I cannot describe how hype that movie was.
Wow. And 3 hours.
I'll tell you one thing. It's the best 3 hours I've spent in a movie theater this year so far.
More than Batman.
Myself and 2 of my roommates were like, maybe 35 minutes in, like, this is already better than Batman, right? Yeah, 100%.
And is it subtitled?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, even the parts that are in English are subtitled, because I figured out now that it is about English colonization, a period of English colonization set in 1920, and it is somewhere between The Fox and the Hound, Avengers, and like Hamilton.
Wow.
It's absolutely, I've never seen anything like it. It made me so happy.
Do you want to bring up RRR on Rotten Tomatoes?
I would love to.
Let's and let's walk through it together, Travis.
Sure. Let's see here.
RRR. We did a little viewing of the trailer a couple weeks ago. RRR, for those who don't know, it's a Bollywood epic. It looks super cool. It's about these, I guess, unlikely partners who come together to fight and defend their homeland. Wow, beloved.
Turns out based on two real people. Yes. And the director was like, what if these two people had been friends and also were superheroes?
Holy
these two
crud.
legitimate like freedom fighters in Indian history, and it is they're both, the idea is being like extremely unlikely friends and against the backdrop of imperialism in the early 20th century. It's any more would spoil it. It's great.
Yeah, no, British colonialism, that's what Gandhi was fighting against.
Right, yeah.
With his peaceful resistance. And
this is much like the movie Gandhi, only if he had the ability to kick a motorcycle full blast and have it flip several times in the air.
Wow. And so would you say the action is just nonstop and bonkers, or what?
Yeah, my roommate put it pretty well. Mm-hmm. There's such a innocence with which they abuse big budget action movie tropes that it feels entirely earned. And they do it with such care that every moment, there are several exclamation point moments kind of per arc of the film, and each one got its own miniature round of applause.
Wow.
The first act in particular is like one of the best action movies I've ever seen in my life.
Holy crud. S. Friedman saying RRR, not about pirates. Okay.
True.
No, I feel that. Dub or subtitles. As we said, it's subtitled. And my mom chiming in, I love Lay's potato chips.
Aw.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm a you know me, I like a salty. I'm a salty and savory over sweet. All right, let's read a couple of these reviews, and then we have one more Rotten Tomatoes little doodad we want to get to.
Thrilled for that too.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked for that. 84%, so robust scores. 94%. The audience is just eating it up.
It's so good.
All right. Let's why don't we go back and forth? Read the first one there, Travis.
Sure. This comes from Tara Judah of Screen International. Quote, when it comes to spectacle, S.S. Rajamouli, the director, delivers, and then some.
Woo! All right. Corey Woodruff of the playlist says, Triple R proves that, yes, cinema is alive and well, but only if you're willing every now and again to look past your backyard. Okay, yeah. Check out this international actioner. Go ahead.
Rachel Wagner from rachelsreviews.net, right up there with Hollywood Reporter.
Is that a real thing? Is that a real... Okay.
You know what? It is to Rachel, and that's what matters. With all the bombastic energy of RRR, it's not just spectacle. It has something to say and characters that are easy to root for, with a 9.5 out of 10.
Damn. Rachel is like in the bag for RRR. Rob Hunter, Film School Rejects. I enjoy these guys. Mm-hmm. This is an action spectacle that will have you alternating between jaw drops, big smiles, and tears of joy. And it's the epitome of a film that benefits from enjoying it on the biggest screen possible. Wow.
Yeah. And Nicholas Rapold, New York Times.
Yep.
Scenes of glorious excess make the screen hum with energy in the latest feature film from S.S. Rajamouli, the director of Abuli blockbusters. Great.
Wow.
Yeah. It's please, if you've got time to kill, go see it in theaters. It's so
Amazing.
good.
Amazing. You know what? I haven't been going to a lot of theaters lately. Like every once in a while, I do want to see Ambulance. I want to get out there. I went to see
Right.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. But yeah, so you enjoyed this more than Everything Everywhere All at Once, huh?
I think push comes to shove.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as I would say conceptual or meaningful. Had a great time with Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Yeah.
but on like a pure enjoyment, uh, it edges out how important I felt Everything Everywhere All at Once was. And if
Sure.
anybody's concerned about, being safe in movie theaters, I can assure you there's going to be nobody in this showing. It's
Yeah.
going to be empty. There were like 24 of us there and we all just knew each other. That was the reason we were all there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Were you the band leader here? Like you got like just a bunch of people like we're going to see this, or has this been like a topic of conversation in your house seeing this film?
No, it was actually a coworker of mine, a gentleman by the name of Freddie Wong, has been championing this movie since the trailer dropped
Oh
years
wow.
ago. And
Gotcha.
I saw it from his Twitter feed like last year because this movie was delayed several times through the pandemic. And finally it's been out and he was like, hey, everybody, we're going to do a showing, and it was at 9 p.m. I came out of there at midnight,
Yes.
just ready to run through a wall.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's wild. Thank you for that, Travis.
Oh, no problem.
Let's give an update on this Twitter poll. We already have 99 votes in. We just put it up moments ago. Pringles edging out Lay's. Pringles, Travis, are you able to bring this? Do you want to bring up a visual on that Twitter poll? Is that
Yes,
possible?
sir. Working on it.
Thank you. So, Pringles edging out Lay's with 99 votes in. Maybe might be over 100 by now. Oh, Travis, all right, there you go. Pringles 53%, Lay's 47% with 100 votes in. Grass Puddle says how Pringles are awful. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. All right, let's jump into early word is out. So early, there is no tomato meter score, but critics are chiming in about Robert Eggers' The Northman. The Northman. And I am looking forward to this. I love The Lighthouse. I think The Lighthouse was overlooked for Academy Award nominations. I thought that film was a gem.
Yep.
Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, just devolving into madness and a claustrophobic, amazing, dark film, beautifully photographed, The Lighthouse. Also, Robert Eggers directed The Witch, or Witch, sorry.
Or The Vivitch.
The Vivitch, yep. And an A24 darling. This looks like a larger, more epic in scale film where Alexander Skarsgård plays a Viking, and you got Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy of Vivitch, and the critics are speaking out. Let's see what they have to say. All right. Again, no tomato meter score, just these early thoughts and reviews coming in. The movie has much to recommend. The movie has much to recommend it. A powerful cast, certainly, and a different sort of performance from Nicole Kidman, among other things, but it's a lot. Okay? 3 out of 5. Not a movie for those who don't consider themselves at least slightly adventurous and open-minded. All right? 7.5 out of 10. Donald Clark of the Irish Times. A few centuries of exposure to the formal theatrical tragedies have prepared us for the story's inevitable narrative arcs, but the richness of Eggers' historical ventriloquism ensures there is never a dull moment. 5 out of 5. All right. Robert Colger from Flickering Myth. The Northman is an exhilarating, unrelenting, authentically barbaric tale of rage and romance with the performance of a lifetime from Alexander Skarsgård. There you go. Yeah, I think Skarsgård had to do some sit-ups for this one. He looks jacked. Eggers stages much of it in a painterly fashion, including a battle royale set in a flaming landscape that captures both the raw power of nature and the barbaric fury of the men fighting in its lap. Wow. Grass Puddle asking if we can get a Hal commentary on the Northman trailer. Travis, what do you think?
I would love nothing more. Right now?
Might as well. We got
All
time.
Right.
Yeah. Let's do it. You
between Everything Everywhere, RRR, and this film, what a year for wackadoo movies so far. This is great.
Yes, indeed.
The Lighthouse was such a hit in our household. It inspired a new categorization of being intoxicated on the ladder of like the drug threat level. Which is to say, when someone is lighthoused, it's when you are cackling under a table drinking kerosene.
I think you mentioned that to me one other time, and that's wonderful.
That's right. That's
right.
Wonderful. Just Robert Eggers. He knows his way around everything.
If you haven't seen The Lighthouse, get in there.
Just such a wonderful film.
Mild Dairy Lifesaver says, I think Tom Cruise likes women who look like birds, with the exception of Katie Holmes, but I'm not familiar with all birds, so... Okay. Lighthouse was so epic. Not short film before it began was absolutely amazing. Lay's making a comeback in the poll, by the way. Wow. Updating the poll. Pringles, 50.8%. Lay's at 49.2%. Could we see a lead change before the end of the show? That's exciting. This is like March Madness level exciting. If Lay's makes a comeback before the end of the show, I will eat a Lay's chip live on camera this week. All right, let's jump into the Northman. This is a Northman trailer talkover. A Northman trailer talkover. Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, the Northman. All those names came up way too fast. The sky, a bird. It might rain. Definitely looks like rain. Bring a jacket too. Oh, it looks cold. Oh man, and like they're riding all that way. There was a smiling kid, happy that they showed up. Darkness reigns. I don't know if this is moody darkness for the trailer, or maybe we're just buffering. Either way, it's very spooky. It's very... That kid came out of nowhere. Oh, Ethan Hawke with long hair. King Ethan. Oh, raindrops keep falling on my... What in the dad just got shot? This sucks. That's going to be a bad childhood memory. I am the witch of the woods. And I'm a bearded, and I'm crying and bearded, and I'm full of arrows. Oh, I just saw my dad get killed. I'm scarred for life. I'm out of here. I'm boating. Now I'm older, and I'm thinking about my dad. I'm thinking about my daddy. I miss my daddy. From Robert Eggers. A boat, wooden ships on the water. Do, do, do. Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy. Like, listen, if I was imprisoned and like chained by the neck in like some kind of like chain gang, I would like to be chained to Anya Taylor-Joy. I'm just saying, folks. Oh, she is just lovely. Oh, and Alexander Skarsgård screaming Wolfman. Like, did he just catch a spear and throw it back? That's sick skills. That is Olympic level skill. Oh, he is a stalking fierce son of a gun. I'm an Axeman. Whoa, Valhalla, Valkyrie. What is that nonsense? They're fire. Oh, Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Clarence Bang, Anna Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke. Oh, I'm the Northman. Coming soon, the Southman. There it is. There it is. That was a nice time. That was a nice time. The short film they played before The Lighthouse was called The Fall. It was incredible. Oh, gotcha, Simon. Very nice, very nice. Knights in front of a castle. Is there a Frenchman throwing insults? There you go. Très bien, très bien. With a little Monty Python. Good stuff. The Northman. The Northman coming soon. An intense journey. Are you saying coconuts migrate? I'm not exactly sure what that means, but again, oh, Charisse, thank you for hanging out with us. Bye-bye, Charisse. All right, let's check on this poll again. All right. Oh! Lay's has done it. Lay's has staged the late comeback. I'm going to have to eat a Lay's chip. I hope I remember to do that. Let me write that down. Eat a Lay's chip this week. I'm going to have to... What a great moment in sports. Travis.
Yes.
Would you consider this a great moment in sports?
I don't see how you couldn't. This is absolutely incredible.
One of the great comebacks. You know, I guess in the Final Four, Kansas came back and beat, who was it? NC State or UNC?
UNC, yes.
Yeah. One of the biggest comebacks in March Madness Finals history.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is on par with that.
I would have to say. I mean, just eking them out there right at the end. This is they should feel proud. They've achieved something. I mean, Pringles, they got to go home satisfied. They put up a great fight, underdog in this competition, but pedigree wins out.
Better comeback, Travis. Pringles being usurped by Lay's coming back to take the lead over Pringles, or the Super Bowl a few years ago where Tom Brady went into halftime down 28-3 and came back to defeat the Atlanta Falcons. Better comeback.
I mean, that's cemented in a lot of people's eyes his GOAT status. I would say up against the wall.
Yeah.
Lay's.
There you go. Stop the count, says Grass Puddle. Golf isn't a sport, but Twitter polls are. Andrew McLean, I don't make the rules. Okay. I don't make, congrats to Scheffler, who won Jordan Scheffler, Craig Scheffler?
Mm-hmm. A 25-year-old?
Yeah, who won the Masters. The green, he gets to wear the green blouse. But Matasaro in the house. Matasaro, damn glad to see you here. I had a scientist run some tests, and Pringles are some form of baked hybrid. So not so sure they are even on even footing. Yeah, and that's what Rob Schaefer was saying, that they're not quite. Gonna need to see Pringles' birth certificate.
Whoa.
He's a birther. All right, this has been a fun show, and sadly we've come to the end and our final segment of the show. rejected segments, which today's is, Rebecca Halpern, my wife. Golf is a sport, and it's a green jacket. Thank you, Rebecca. By the way, my wife, an amazing Division I college golfer. By the way, Division I college golfer. Today's rejected segment is Hal acts like a pirate, just using things from his desk. And so I have a bottle cap as an eye patch. And this is my hook hand. R. Me name is Scruffy the pirate. R. That's not good. But what about this?
There's not even any pirates in that movie. Oh, there you go.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm using my mask.
Excuse my large conical eye. No, this is...
R. All right. You know what? Swiss Army pirate.
Nice try.
The good thing it was a rejected segment, because it would have been about 10 minutes of that.
That's a
Scruffy
great
the Swiss pirate.
That's a great first idea, you know?
Thanks, pal. All right. This has been the Your Pal Hal Show right here on Backchannel. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I had so much fun talking with y'all today, and love the chit-chat, and I'll keep you posted on the Fantasy Baseball League and all that good stuff. I want to thank, everybody in the chat. Want to thank everybody at Backchannel. Thank you, producer Travis, for holding it down. And stick around for my good friend Mario Smith and The Drive with Mario Smith. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.